debate on the mid-year budget, a done deal in the House of Assembly. Wrapping up contributions last evening was the Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, who reiterated his government's accomplishments and impact upon assuming office more than a year ago. Proof he believes that the Bahamas is headed in the right direction. Altavis Munnings joins us in studio with the story. Good evening, Altavis.
Good evening, Mukushla, and good evening, Bahamas. Minister of Finance, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis literally scolded the former administration for their management of the country's finances while in office during his wrap-up of the 2023 mid-year budget in the House of Assembly Monday night. He too boasted that the country's fiscal performance is finally improving after years of missed targets and broken promises. Among the economic achievements, successfully lowering the debt to GDP ratio from over 100% under the previous administration to just over 80%. Prime Minister Davis assures continued decreases as government plans to take it all the way down to 65% by the 2026-2027 fiscal year.
But to the Bahamian people, the improvement in fiscal performance feels like a new day.
Reducing the impact of inflation, revamping value-added tax, increasing the minimum wage, and addressing long outstanding public sector wage negotiations are just some of the elements of the Davis administration's plan to revitalize the nation's economy. But that's just the start of it, as the Prime Minister declared that his government is also moving ahead with a review of the Central Bank Statistics and the Public Debt Management Acts.
We are going even further with our reforms. As the central bank has recently indicated to the government that they will propose another amendment to bring clarity around open market transactions by the central bank. With the Statistic Act, the present staff have been disadvantaged, and we must fix this by legislation. It is an unfortunate thing, and perhaps the member for East Grand Bahama could explain the former administration's rationale for depriving benefits from the employees of the former Department of Statistics. I would hope that this decision was the product of the lack of proper consultation and not intentional.
Prime Minister Davis further lamented that it seems like every day new evidence is being unearthed about the peculiar practices of the former administration, and he assures that many of these matters are being dealt with discreetly.
Where certain projects or activities have exceeded the allocation in the budget, they have been funded mainly by reallocation within the budget, not by unfunded increases in the budgetary allocations. Where we have increased the budgetary allocations, for example, in social services and with respect to certain wage payments, they've been supported by money in the bank and informed by our need to take care of those who need it most.
And now that the mid-year budget passed in the lower chamber, Prime Minister Davis confirmed that he will present the 2023-2024 budget on May 31st. Branded as the country's Jubilee budget, the finance minister hinted that it will feature important and innovative policies that will lay the foundation for our next 50 years as a nation. Reporting in studio for the Bahamas tonight, I'm Altavis Munnings. Back to you, Mukushla.